I've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that call themselves the Herdian Empire. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we are in contact with. Oh, hello. So I speak on behalf of the Herdian Empire, and I have been authorized to bring you greetings. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Empress Piracy I with reverence, I see no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour. So these guys are fanatical collectivists and pacifists. Okay, so basically if I go to war with these guys, I'm probably going to win. That's useful to know. As for my construction ship, let's go ahead and get more minerals. So we'll go and build up that way, which seems like a fairly decent idea. My military fleet, I still don't know what to do with you guys. I'm tempted to, we could probably do with heading that way. So let's do that. Let's get a science ship down that way as well and start surveying the system. So my military fleet is here already. It doesn't look like there's anything here. It does look like there is a habitable planet though, which is super great news. We also just completed some research. Let's go for extra colony development speed. That's not going to take too long at all, which is nice news because I do want to build a colony ship eventually. So what is this? A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently observed in the Jeff system. Its passing was uneventful. I don't know why it needs to tell me these things. If it was uneventful, then it's probably not worth telling me. More naval capacity could be useful. Let's go with naval capacity. Let's see what we can do there. So this system currently has... I mean, we have some minerals, we have some society research, not a whole lot else. We can actually colonize that planet there, though, which I would absolutely like to do at some point. So that's probably worth looking into. More research is being completed. I kind of want more army damage, I think. I think that could be a good idea. So let's go with... Let's get more army damage and, of course, more minerals. As for this, I am not going to risk anything just at the moment. We do also have a lot of influence, though. So let me go to my fleet. Let me look at admirals. Let's see who we can get here. So you knock the ship hull points up a little bit. Leader experience goes up, and you can't use emergency FTL though. Okay, I don't think I want that then. I think leader experience is probably a better bet. So you're okay. We're gonna put you on that. So that fleet now has an admiral, which is good news. So yeah, more experience will be nice for that leader. So this system survey, I assume, is done. You're my only science ship. Yep. Okay, so where do we want to go next? We haven't been to that system yet. So let me survey that system. Let me send my fleet up there as well. And see what we can get. That's probably for the best. We also have a lot of minerals, so let's just slow things down for a second to slowest. And say, go build there and there. So we'll have everything from this system. In this system, we already have some stuff. So if I go to there, we do have some stations that we need to build. So you probably want to build that. Then you probably want to build that and that. So that is going to take a lot of stuff to build. But I reckon that'll be super, super useful. We, of course, don't have the minerals or influence to build a frontier outpost down here, but that is probably okay. As for this guy, I'm pretty sure I told you to do that. I think you're doing that. Are you going to be doing everything then? Because you don't seem to be doing anything, which is kind of annoying. So I can only assume I've told the other ship to build absolutely everything, and this guy's just going to sit here and not do anything. That's fine, though. So my science ship has entered this system. I'm going to send you to... Can I send you to escort that science ship? I think I can. Yeah, I mean, you are sort of sitting with it. and following it about, so I assume that is basically the equivalent of escorting it. Which is useful. Definitely useful. So we can get some, what's that, physics research from that star. We can get apparently nothing else from here at the moment. Oh, we have an anomaly. Okay, there's a 15% failure risk. I guess we could research it. We'll see what happens. If we lose this guy, then we lose this guy. It happens from time to time, but I'm willing to, you know, 15% is not a terrible risk. So let's see what happens. Asteroid too long didn't read, of course. 6759 is pockmarked with craters from weapon blasts. It was a targeting range by someone. Okay. That's fine. So we can get some more physics research from that, which will be good. This construction ship here is doing its thing down that way. So we now have +9, +8, and +8. That's not bad. What is this? Engineering research. Yeah, let's have a look into this. We probably want... I mean, that's not... It's not terrible. I'm tempted to say destroyers. Because then we can upgrade the spaceport to level 3. Having some destroyers would be a good idea. So there we go. We've now built everything in these systems, correct? Yes, we have. So now what that tells me is we want to expand. So you guys are down here. I don't necessarily want to have heated problems with borders here. But at the same time, I mean, I'm probably gonna. So let's build that. Let's go to you. And let's go to this system. And let's... I don't have the influence to build another frontier outpost. That's fine. Okay, let's go to this science ship and see what we can do. So this guy needs to... Hello, the birth of space piracy. The smiling disciples. Okay. We can deal with that. Have we surveyed this system? I think we have. Station under attack up here. Interesting. Where's my fleet? Let's send my fleet to deal with these guys. That is one hell of a ship. Look at that. That thing is... Yeah, that is certainly something. Hello, what do we have here? Let's engage the hostile fleet, please. And wipe them out if you don't mind. There we go. And asteroid outpost. Apparently the pirates want that. So I assume that thing's not going to last too long. No, it's not. That was me thinking that was a ship. So is that the pirates' base? The trade deal offer... Oh, we had a trade deal? I didn't know that. Okay. Did we lose a ship? I could swear we've lost a ship. Yeah, we must have lost a ship. Did we lose 2? That's interesting. Okay, so we had a trade deal. A leader gained level, fleet combat, time project, physics research. Let's have a look. Plasma thrower. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Hyperdrive 2 would be nice as well. I think I want that, though. Let's go with that. So let's see. So you guys are okay. We probably want more ships. I'm going to be honest. We also don't have much in the way of energy coming anymore. So let's go to civilian ships. Let's go to you. And let's say build me some stuff there, there, and there. And get that all constructed. I'm going to go to my home planet. I'm going to go to here, and I probably want to look into... I mean, I can't actually upgrade my spaceport right now, which is unfortunate, because it would be nice to do that. Orbital hydroponic farms will give us +3 to the planet food. I kind of want this, if I'm honest, so I'm going to save up for a level 3 spaceport, which I think is probably my best bet, so that I can, of course... get myself all of the things. I do want to get those destroyers at some point, which I think we're researching. Yeah, it's there. It's still got 65 months remaining, but that's okay. Monthly influence. I think I'd like that. I actually think I'd really like more border range. Let's go with that. Let's up my border range just a little bit. You are nearly done with what you're doing there, which is great news. So that's done, which is excellent. I should also have, yeah, my borders down here are now hitting the other one. Where's my science ship? Can you go survey that system, please? And I'm going to send my first fleet down there as well. Even though it's a little bit damaged, I think it's probably for the best. So if I send them that way, okay, and I click on that system, basically, first fleet, okay, careful. First fleet, I want you guys to basically stick with my science ship, if you don't mind. So more minerals from there, more energy from there. Construction ship, can you actually head down there and immediately... Oh, hello. Unidentified Empire has declared the Herdian Empire their rival. Okay. I want more energy credits, though, so go get me those energy credits. That planet is also habitable. We have a lot of habitable planets around here. That's very interesting indeed. Rivalry. And they have declared them that... Okay, we've got a few rivals apparently going on. That's fine. Have we did scan that planet. Okay. So we're building there, which is great news. We have a lot of minerals coming in, which is also great news. Let me just slow things way down for a second. Let's go to here. Let's go to spaceport. Let's go to build. And I reckon going for a level 2 spaceport could be a good idea. Because I could get quicker corvettes. What does this do? Shield hit points go up with that one. I'm not entirely sure, though. It's a difficult one. Do I want more corvettes? Do I want more science ships? I don't really think I need science ships. I think a colony ship could be a good bet. But I think I'll upgrade the spaceport first. I think we'll do that, because by the time it's done, we can afford another colony ship, I assume. So you're building that. We have more energy credits incoming, which is nice news. What is this? Unemployment issues. Okay. So you aren't doing anything, so what I'll do is I'm going to build a power plant down there, and I'm going to put you on it. I'm going to build another one there, and I'll put you on it. And that's doing its thing. So what's this? Starvation is an issue on this planet. Okay, what do we got on this lot? That is planetary administration, not really what we want there. Let's see then. So maybe, just maybe, we want to cancel that. Move you to there and say, build me a hydroponics farm. So that way, this should all be okay. I assume. We'll see how that goes. Let's just go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Go to fastest. What's this? So that is tile constructions and spaceport constructions. Okay, so the spaceport's coming along, which is excellent news. Minerals are pouring in. Let's click my construction ship, and I would like you to build me some more mineral posts. Now, we can't get one down there, but that will be 3 minerals coming in from this planet here, which is also habitable, which is nice. So there we go. We've got more stuff coming in from the home planet, up to +8 on the energy credits, which is super, super great. Let's go for that planet next. There we go. More minerals coming in, +21 at this point, which is great. That's amazing. That is actually the most minerals I've had coming in at any one point, so I'm definitely curious to see how that ends up paying off. It is a bit of a big risk, though, because if I lose any planets that are bringing me energy credits, if I lose quite a few of them, for example, I am a little bit sunk. So let's go ahead and get... I'm going to say another one there. We'll nab this entire system. We haven't got minerals from that system yet, though, so let me send my construction ship there. Let's build some research stations there whilst we're at that point. We could also do with possibly... Do we have a... What is this? That's military power. What are you? That's a mining station. We could absolutely do with some more frontier outposts at some point, so that we can expand our borders. We could do with one up there, that's for sure. We could sort of expand into the, I guess, the northern reaches of the galaxy. That's always an option. I'm also quite curious to see if we can maybe start pushing down this way a little bit and You know, maybe annoy these guys. They do have a few systems in their borders, but I don't know that I necessarily want to go to war. I think that's part of the problem. If I go to war way too quickly, then I can sort of wreck myself before I really get started. So let's see, what can we do with this system? Build me some mining stations. And there's not really much you can do. If I send you that way, can you build me research 180 for those research stations? Okay. Well, that's not going to take too long at all, so we'll head up that way and get those research stations built. And if I can possibly get all of this going, we're going to have a hell of a lot of minerals coming in, which is going to be great news. There we go. Plus 28 on the minerals. That's going to go to plus 31 in just a second. And we're also boosting our research, what is this? The physics research by plus 5 in just a second. So I'm okay with this. I am quite okay with this. Let me go and survey this system and see what's over there. And I think I'd also like to slow down time just a little bit to normal there, because I think it could be worth going and having a look at some contacts. So you guys there, the Yuri Grand Duchy, you guys actually like me. And you have an embassy with me. Let's see. So, so acceptance is minus 46. And minus 1050. Okay. And if I demand that they do, I mean, let's establish an embassy. Okay, okay. So we'll do that. We'll establish ourselves an embassy there. I want to invite them to an alliance. Yes, I want to, I don't know what this is. Acceptance is minus 46. I'm going to confirm and see how it goes. So fleet order finished, embassy recalled, and what do they want? They've decided it's not for them. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. These things happen. Research has been complete. What was it? What have we just researched? Plus 20 border range. I'm okay with that. All right. So let's see. We're almost at spaceport level 3. Almost have it unlocked. We could get more hydroponic farms. We could unlock the engineering bay, which will repair speed up, cost down. Ship upkeep also goes down. Ship upgrade cost goes down. Could be an interesting one. But I think higher borders is also one that I want, so we're going to go with that. And, yeah, there we go. So this place is now within my borders. These places are also all within my borders, so... I mean, you're surveying that. So what I've now done is, I've got this little science ship done here, currently set to fully survey this system. He's going to head over to this one and survey it, then this one and survey it, then this one and survey it. So we've got a bunch of surveying going on just there. I really could probably look into another science ship, but I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Because I am very curious to see what these planets are going to give me once they're fully surveyed. So that'll be incredibly useful. We are now losing energy credits, but not all that much. We have plus 15 on the physics research, which is excellent news. Plus 32 on the minerals there. Not much in the way of, not much in the way of influence, which is unfortunate. We can... It's used for edicts, recruiting leaders, building outposts. Let's see. The gain rate remains fairly constant throughout the game, but could be increased by upgrading planetary capital buildings to the highest levels, and declaring other empires your rivals can also gain you some influence. Okay, well, let's speed the game up to fastest there, so this guy can do his job just a little bit quicker. Currently, now there's energy in this system, so I absolutely want that. We are immediately coming down this way to nab ourselves that energy. I guess we could do everything in this system right away, so let's go ahead and do that. And also then have him do that. So we're going to get all of that done, which is excellent news. I realize my... there's also that too. Okay. I realize my fleet is actually sticking with my little science ship, which is great news. So he's doing his thing there. Oh, hello. We've got new aliens called Eta, or Eta aliens. Interesting. Oh, this looks hostile. This looks like it could be hostile. Let's slow down for a second here. There isn't inherently anything in this system that's going to cause problems, other than the fact that they do have stations here. So, I want you to attack that. Then I want you to attack that, and that, and that. And I want these guys gone from this system. The system is within my borders, so that stuff absolutely should not be here. So let's have all that blown up, please. Oh, that is actually a fleet. What the hell? That thing actually moves? I just lost a Corvette. That's interesting. So you are scanning those planets. I don't know who these... I don't know who this fleet is, which has me slightly concerned. I want to go back here. I want to look at my spaceport, and I want to build. Now, I can't get level 3, and I can't get the destroyer because we don't have the level 3 spaceport. We would be able to get that quite soon, though. That's tempting. Getting some destroyers. Bit expensive, though. Bit expensive. Let's go for... Let's get a few of these. We could get almost 6 of these. I don't know. Let's maybe just get as many of these as I can. And hope that things go well. So let's speed up a little bit. And have this all attacked. Now, we are absolutely going to lose some ships here. I mean, we are constantly losing ships as we go against these things, which is a bit of a risk, really. It is a one hell of a risk having these guys here. So let's just go sit there. Then let's speed things up while my science ship scans that star. Then I want them to just sort of sit there. Because I'm not okay with these guys being within my borders. Not in the slightest, so that's a bit of a problem. Let's have a construction ship come over this way to grab that planet and start getting some energy credits from it. Because we absolutely need those. This guy down here is doing his thing and just building stuff. This guy is not in the system yet. My science ship doesn't know what to do with himself. You're evading a hostile. Oh, are you really set to evade still? No. Be passive. Be passive. Get in there, build that. I said, get in there, build that. Then you could also build me that. So, there you go. Okay, so he's gonna build up the things I want him to build. This little fleet here is gonna come over and join up with these guys, I guess. So if I grab you and hit G, we have the other little fleet coming over to join up, so that'll be good. So we should see a reasonable force coming out of this. Let's speed things up and see what happens here, though. Because he's going to come in and build. These guys do just seem to be sitting here. Which has me a bit concerned. I mean, they are just sat there. So I'm not quite sure what to do. There we go, 169 on that. That 169 is absolutely going to be enough to take these guys out. So let's go and attack you, and then we'll go and attack you. Alright. We've got Theta aliens somewhere. Okay, well let's engage this. And take this guy out, which... Yeah, we did lose a ship, but that's fine. Let's keep pushing forward. And take this guy out as well. Again, we're going to lose one ship by the looks of it. Ah, we didn't. Okay. So we managed to take out their ships, which is great news. So if we move to there, we select you, and we hit G. We now have that other fleet coming to join up, which is great news. Okay. So once that's done, I reckon I probably want to look into repairing all of these guys. So now we're probably safe to grab my little science ship. Where is he? Now, there he is. And continue surveying this system. Then zoom out. Then I want you to survey that system and survey that system. Okay. Okay, so we've got everything built down that way. That's good. That's good. We have that fleet moving over that way. We probably want to look into a colony ship about this point. That's probably worth doing. I don't think I necessarily want destroyers just yet. There are planets and a few systems within my territory as well that I can absolutely colonize. So doing that is probably for the best so that we can be a, you know, a proper interplanetary species. That is absolutely something I'm interested in. So let's see what we can do. Have I completed any research yet? I have, actually. Okay. So that would get us fusion reactor, which could be nice. Plasma accelerator. Okay, we'll go with that. And I don't think I want robots. I really don't. That knocks a lot of things down. I really don't want that. Ion thruster. Could be useful. Engineering facility. Not all that useful. This would be... I don't know what I want here, really. We'll go with a component, I suppose. It won't take too long to research anyway, so that's fine. So you've done all your stuff down that way, which is good. No, you haven't. What are you still doing? You're going for the research station. Okay. So let's go to my fleet here, which is about to have the second fleet group up with it. There we go. So 218 on this little fleet here. And I think I might have enough to upgrade my spaceport again. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go for it. I want the destroyers. I want some destroyer-class ships. Then we can deal with the colony ship. If we can defend ourselves, then we can branch out, I think. It's a kind of stupid way to look at things. Is that we can defend ourselves, then we move. We don't move and then defend ourselves. But I want to secure my galaxy. So we are receiving a transmission from the Herdian Empire. They appear to have successfully transmitted. Yeah. So what do we got? Okay, so I speak on behalf of the Herdian Empire, and I bring you greetings. Our leader, Emperor Cognet I, is pleased to have made contact with your unique species. Okay, let's go with this. All right. So let me look at my contacts. So you guys are still, you know, you're all right. You guys have an embassy with us. You have an embassy with us, and you have 2 embassies, okay? And you're rivals with unidentified. You guys don't have an embassy with us. I would like to... I mean, what have you got? You've got equivalent power. Interesting. Let's see. So, your opinion of us is all right. I kind of want to be... I could demand that they become our vassal, but I feel like that's a tricky one. Let's invite them to an alliance and see how it goes. We'll do it again just because they didn't accept. That's fine. So they didn't like that. They can deal with it, I suppose. You are still scouting things out. Let's have a look at the map and see what we can do. Nothing really at the moment. We have everything done here. So let's just speed things up to fastest and see what our science ship can discover. And while he's doing that, actually, I want this fleet to basically stick with him. Again. That is probably for the best. So we have some research we can get done here and some more minerals, which I think I absolutely want. And we have enough energy credits that we can probably do this without too much trouble, rather. So let's have you do that. Let's have you do that. I said do that. There we go. So how are things going up here? There's another colonizable planet, which is great news. As for you, I want you to go and slap a mining station on there so that we can get those energy credits from Coravon. Interesting name. Lots of research to be had in this system. I'm okay with that. That is not bad. My science ship's gone up this way. This is a system we can't do. Oh, we can. Okay. There's a bit of a risk. Oh, we've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Gal Suposk. They have entered the early steam age. Okay. We should consider building an observation post. I'm going to leave that be for now. But I do want to go to this system because we can build an observation post.